What up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 2 of Sketching in Watchdogs 2. We're in the early morning hours, gotta get a few things done, and I'm taking you along, here at my house. You know, you know, you can see since the last episode, picked up the truck, drove all my cars back here, get my bike, and we're gonna do the same thing we did last time. Drove around a bit at the Bay Area and, let's see what we can do, I'm thinking last time we took the truck, when we took the bus, let's take the bike for today. It's the easiest thing to bring along as well, so let's go. Let's get started, Gotta put my cam here right in front so I get the nice first person view, and let's just drive. So let's get started with the first sketch, and yeah, like in the last video, I think this one turned out okay-ish. I don't like it that much. I think it's better than the first sketch of the last video, but it's again it's a warm up, so it's not that great, I'd say. But after a while, again, I get pretty fast into sketching the well, what is it actually? I think the gate itself. No, gate doesn't fit it. I know that it was a place for boats to harbor and to offload. So basically, the pier building I get started in doing it is like this. Almost, it's a classical building, definitely neoclassical style. Yeah, I get it done pretty fast. It's also, to be honest, it's not that detailed of a building. If we are going to be honest with ourselves, it is not that detailed of a gateway. It's even in the game, it's pretty simple, but that makes sense because it's a utilitarian structure. Like, it doesn't serve much of a purpose. So it's okay for it to have the little details. You can see here I just added in the yard in the background, the super yard. But I think what kinda saved it was, adding the planks. Yeah. Drawing of our video. Personally, I feel like this one turned out the best again out of all three. I think it was also easier because it's a very detailed building, and I feel rather comfortable in drawing old buildings and architecture in general. I think it's fairly easy to get a grasp of it in opposition to like nature and human anatomy and stuff. So that was not out of my comfort zone, and I think it also helps that I'm warmed up from the first drawing, and it's not the third drawing. It's always like kinda wanna get it done, kinda wanna be done with the sketching part and get this video finished, But I think it's also easier because it's a very detailed building, so you can kind of pick and choose what you want to add and what you just keep out. So that makes it easier. It's very simple to recreate the building itself because it is so detailed. So you just need to fill in the rough shapes and certain details, and your brain will fill in the rest. So that's also what makes it easier. And I mean, that's also kind of the reason or basis of urban sketching. We are roughing in and initiating certain details and leaving others out. So yeah. And now after that, we can see our third and final location for the day, that building over there. And we're actually gonna be sketching from right up there where you see that window cleaner platform. I've pulled a few strings, and I managed to find us a way to get up there. So I'll see you up there. Now for our third and final drawing of the video. Personally, I don't think it's the best one out of the video. I think if I am going to be brutally honest here, I feel like the first one is even better than this one, because it the scale was problematic. Let's say it like that. The scale was off. I had problems really getting the scale to work with the size and how much detail I wanted to get in from the building. So yeah, it's just didn't work out right. And you can see on the side view, I picked a weird angle, so the perspective just it doesn't work as I would have wanted it to. And I probably could have done more with a background, but I kind of just want to get it done. And sometimes you have a bad sketch and sometimes you have a good one. So yeah, that's just the reality of drawing, which we have to accept sometimes. Welcome to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe. No, but in all seriousness, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Enjoy.